welcome to Ricardo's Crossing. Sorry, mucking around here with a coffee, hot drink. Right, just wanted to sort of say, this is a bit of a Thursday ramble. And it's just, what's my week been like? Been dealing with some personal stuff with my son. Smashed his ankle, surgery today, and with pins and plates. So he's going to be in pain for a while. So that's been pretty full on. But I've also been sort of uploading my videos for each day. My Tuesday video for looking at the Starman Tarot this week, and Wednesday healing, describing all about crystal healing and self-healing for self. So go check those videos out if you want to. Also, I've been taking part in a few of the hashtags. I sort of wanted to have a bit of a play. So I looked at Temperance Tarot and how I read tarot, how I read tarot for myself. So that was quite thought-provoking. And there's a couple more videos that I know that I need to continue with that one. I looked at a few of the other people who had also done that same video and looking at that. I also looked at, I wanted to do a video on my tarot space, so did that. Showed you around my tarot space if you hadn't already had a look. And I decided to do, had a look at Sword So Negative, hashtag, with Ink and Flame. That's what caught my eye. And so I went back to Nat T-J, went back to her site and had a look at her video and decided to upload. Of course, that took ages to sort out by the time because I got interrupted when I had to go back and re-edit the whole thing to make sure that it joined in properly and did all my bits and pieces and made sure everything was cool. Also this week I've spent a lot of time wanting to really try and catch some of the lives. With time difference from the UK and with me being here in New Zealand, and with my time schedules and things, I've found it really hard to catch some of the lives, especially Becca Night Owl and the Hermit's Cave. Awesome, really enjoyed their ghost hunt, their ghost walk, really enjoyed their catch up and their lives, and really enjoy some of their discussions and what's going on and everything that's sort of happening. So I love both Becca Night Owl and the Hermit's Cave. Really good information. Found Nat TJ with heaps of thought-provoking videos, which I thought were really, really cool. Really made you think about different aspects and different things. Another lot of videos that I've really enjoyed is Kelly from Truth and Story. Absolutely love Truth and Story completely. Just there's so much really cool information. Another one that I sort of want to shout out to, which I've enjoyed watching this week, has been Imogene Walters. Absolutely, what a great range of information, and shared her story, and just an amazing woman, just incredible. Really enjoyed Katie Flowers and some of her videos and things that are coming through. Love Tarot Map, the Cackling Moon, another one with great info. Awesome. Another one that I want to sort of say was Owl Moon 513, or Owl Moon. Absolutely awesome information, and her connection to the decks that she uses them and why she uses them. Found that really, really interesting. So have had a really interesting week with some of the videos that have been on YouTube. Another one that I really have enjoyed is Ganga Tarot. Her travels have been really, really interesting. Just Maven Unmasked, another great one that shares some really good information. Peekaboo Rose, sorry, I've stuffed that. Some of her bits and pieces and her stories, and I just watched her thing about being in the tarot tube, and it just really, when you listen to some of the different stories and some of the journeys that others have been on, it really makes you reflect on who you are as an individual. And my tarot journey really started a long time ago, and with different aspects and different things that happened in life. And I took a couple of years off, and 2 years ago, just under 2 years ago, I started back into tarot. And you see my in June, July last year, July 2017, I began the YouTube channel, and I've just very slowly, organically grown my YouTube channel. I haven't been about. I know that what I do is unique and is maybe a little different, and I'm not out there screaming and yelling about who I am and what I'm about. And I just want to share the knowledge that I've gained over the years and have a little bit of fun with it. I've really enjoyed this journey over the last couple of years, and actually just discovering so many amazing souls. I think that's been the thing for me on YouTube, is just seeing the most amazing people share their decks and really share their stories and share their ideas and their thoughts and their opinions, and learning different ways to read tarot, because we're all so different. I love that we're all so different with tarot, and that we have different interests and we have different ways of reading, and we use different decks for different reasons. And I love seeing the brave people who trim and edge their decks. I think they're absolutely brave in doing that. Amazing. Also too, the connections. I love seeing how the connections have grown between people, and you can see it's amazing. I love watching how people connect from in the tarot community and see that they are part of a family. It's just so special and so amazing to see that, how others connect. And being here in New Zealand, and I know a lot of you are over in the States or in the UK, and in other parts like Poland, and you're in other parts of the world, Norway. There's just some amazing people out there in all sorts of places, and really YouTube makes the world seem so small that we forget sometimes with the time zones and the different time differences, and that we're actually on opposite sides of the world, which is just so. It's just amazing. It just blows me away. I mean, I have travelled. I have lived in all sorts of places, including the UK, and just for a short time in Bristol, boarding school, but lived in Saudi Arabia and Jeddah. And so my time, I mean, that was 1980 when I was a teenager. I was like 11, 12, 13, 14, like 1982. 83 when I came back to New Zealand. So I really love the way that YouTube and the internet has really allowed our journey to grow. When I started reading tarot over 20 years ago, I had been through a difficult time and had discovered witchcraft through Anne Mora's book called Green Witchcraft, and Silver Raven Wolf, and sort of really started to connect with the Witchcraft magazine in Australia at the time, and really sort of developed and really gained the strength to leave the relationship that I was in at the time, and picked up a couple of decks, a Celtic Tarot, and a Rider-Waite-Smith, but just pushed those to one side, just no interest whatsoever. And I actually picked up an original, really cool Native American Tarot. Now, I used that deck right from word go. I picked it up and could read from it straight away, and just loved the legends, loved the stories and the teachings and the history in the cards, and just so much came through from those cards. I use them at soul healing expos and psychic fairs and markets, and working in other shops, and working at the back of shops, and working in my own business for 5 years, and just really started to I used the deck solely with a few other decks, and I ended up collecting a few more when I started to own my own business, and of course I started to work with a few more decks, and ended up with a huge selection. And I sort of pushed tarot aside completely, and everything in storage at someone's house, which has never returned. So, and I don't speak to that person anymore. So basically I have, with everything in storage and disappearing on me, I've totally, in the last 2 years, started again. So I've picked up a selection of decks, which you will find in the, over my videos and some of the unboxings, and you would have seen the selection of tarot decks from in the last video with So Swords Negative. You would have seen all the decks then. What I've up to so far, I've got a whole lot more coming in, which is really cool. And I'm really rapt that my Native American tarot finally arrived from Book Depository. But even though I love the deck, I'm a little bit disappointed in that it's plastic. It's that, well, it's that other from US Games, so it's got that real sort of plasticky feel to it. Sorry. So we'll see how we go with it. I would really still, I think at some stage, wonder if I can track down one of the original card. I mean, one good thing, these are easy to clean. If you knock anything on it, or you get some stains or something, I think they're quite easy to clean compared to, I don't know. It's just got a funny feeling to it. It just feels different. Of course, it's a lot smaller. I was used to the deck being slightly larger. But I do love the imagery in this deck, and straight away, it's very different from Right Away at Smith, very different from other decks that I've got. I think the imagery really tells a story. I'm really lucky that even though I lost all my decks, I actually had them scanned on the computer. So I have still sort of been playing with them a little bit. Even though it's been digital with the Awfully software, I've still been able to sort of play with the decks a little bit and still get that connection. But I'm really rapt to have the deck back in my hands, and they're just such a cool, it's just such a cool imagery, and I just bring back memories of some really good readings. And the first expo I did, I was doing like just 5 cards for like $5 basically. 5 cards, $5. Really quick. And then a couple of people go to me, no, I want a longer reading. I'll give you a $25 reading. So they were like giving me heat. I was getting a lot more money for doing a few sort of longer readings and that sort of stuff, because people wanted to know a little bit more information than just the one question. So I got a really good feedback, but in 2 days I did like 35 readings because of the readings being so inexpensive. They were just really quick, just really quick messages. They weren't into depth. They weren't, they were just really pumping them out. I sort of stopped that after a while. I sort of made the readings a bit longer and charged a little bit more, and sort of started to, especially when I was doing the monthly psychic fairs, when you got a whole lot of readers, so you're all charging about $20 for 20 minutes, something basically like that, and half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour, basically $20, and everyone was sort of charging the same. So you made your readings so much longer, and you started to get into a bit more in depth. One thing I did enjoy doing is when I was working from home, is actually typing up my readings. But that was a bit harsh on the poor client while they were waiting for me, while I was typing and talking at the same time. But it was quite good, because then they had something to take home with. Because, I mean, this was sort of early on, So anyway, so that's sort of what I've been doing this week. I just wanted to sort of share some of the videos of some of the channels I've been watching, some of the things I've been sort of involved with. The fact is that I've got my deck, which I'm excited, which I'm just waiting for the book to arrive, which I ordered. Even though the little white book I was quite impressed with. I'm actually really impressed with the little white book. It's quite a large book, got a lot of pages in it, and it's got a lot of information, and it's all English, and it's got a lot of information, which I thought was really cool, and it's got lots of spreads in it, which I was rapt about, the Kachina knife spread, and a few of the other spreads, which the seasonal medicine wheel spread, and a few others, which are really part of the deck, which is really cool. Also, too, what I was going to say was, I have got some more decks coming through, so there'll be a lot more reviews and a lot more bits and pieces coming through, lots of unboxing coming up, so keep an eye out for those, for some really cool decks, which I'm really excited about. The most will be decks that you've seen, most probably, but this will be my view and my opinion, and you may or may not agree, that's okay. That's what I think I really love about tarot, is that we're all so different. I think that's what makes me keep coming back and looking at everyone's thoughts and opinions with no judgment. And I just think that's so cool. And the community, and I'm trying to catch the lives when I can with my notifications. So hopefully I'll get to see a few more of you and talk to a few more of you over time with different aspects. I really want to connect with the community as a whole. That's part of me doing the videos, is just like, even though I might not get any replies from anybody or no comments, and there's been a few watches, and I mean, I know I haven't got the huge numbers, but that's not what it's about. For me, it has never been about the numbers. It's more about, if I'm doing a reading, especially the intuitive weekend readings, if I'm doing a reading and it catches one person, and one person it resonates with, then I've done what I'm supposed to do. Because I don't know who the reading is actually for. It may only be for one person. And it's that one person that watches that makes a difference. And that's what it's about. And I know that I will never, well, I don't expect to have a huge amount of people watching, and I don't expect, and I don't, that doesn't matter, doesn't bother me. I just want to connect, and that's why I think I enjoy watching other people's videos and commenting at the bottom of theirs, because I love listening to what other people have to say and think and do, and some of the decks that they've got, and their thoughts and their opinions, and how they do their readings, and how they combine things, and what are their thoughts about different aspects of reading. And I just love it. I just absolutely love hearing what other people think. So that's me for my Thursday ramble. I just wanted to say what an amazing range of people we actually have in the tarot community. And everybody's so different, and it's so fantastic. And just keep going for the week. And let's do a reading. Let's do a card for reflection for the Native American Tarot. Okay. And you notice how I shuffle? It's always like this. It's just, I'm not going to ripple shuffle. My hands aren't strong enough. I've had to try to play with it. Anyway, so here we go. Oh, that's interesting. 7 of Shields. Okay. Oh, and that light's really bad, I know. It's actually got the Trail of Tears written on there. Now, I want you to think about the story behind the Trail of Tears. Think about that just for a moment, and the struggles of the people. That is such a harsh time. That was such a harsh time. So that journey, you know, and so it's about, it really was about the journey, the physical journey in regards to your health and finances, the struggles, the strains, the prejudices. All those things come into play when I look at this card. I look at this card and I think, oh my God, the struggles, the strains, the prejudice that they received. It was such a hard time. And the conflicts and the struggles in regards to how they, their health, their physical aspects of their journey. It really is about the physical aspects of their journey. It's huge, isn't it? So that's a really good card to think about. It's not about yourself, not necessarily about yourself, but how others are struggling, how others have a sense of, what is in their life that they actually have no control over. I just get that very strongly with that. I'm just getting very heavy. I forgot about that card. It just, okay. And that's interesting because the next card I get is the Wish card. Okay. Now think about this ceremony. Okay. This is the 9 of vessels. And it's this ceremony, this woman, she's in the middle. And she's surrounded by family. And the sprinkling. Oh, I think this is where they sprinkle the, I'm going to have to re-look at that. I can't wait to get the book in to really have a good look at what they're about. I just feel like there's just, see, 9 of vessels for me with this card is this whole letting go and surrendering to the possibilities of what is, of what will be. So even though there have been struggles and hard times, there is possibility to surrender to what is and allow the energy to flow to bring in what you want, what you desire, what you wish for. A sense of asking the higher self or the universal deity for what could be. Just spend a moment to think and reflect and contemplate on the 7 of Shields and the 9 of Vessels, the Trail of Tears and the Wish card. If you can see, oh, there we go, that's better. Let's have a look at that. Whoops. Have a look at that card. And just spend a moment thinking, contemplating. Oops, wrong way. Keep doing that because these cameras are terrible. Sit for a moment and reflect and contemplate. These 2 cards. So that's your message for today. Take care and blessed be. From Hikare's Crossing with the Native American Tarot. My Thursday rambling. Take care and blessed be.